How is it going, Bears fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beared Down Uncut, where we talk everything Bears every day of the week. In his 2020 starting debut, Bears cornerback Jaylon Johnson showed out, racking up 6 tackles and defending 2 passes. But is he ready to take on the spotlight that the NFL offers amongst this Bears defense? Today, in episode number 85 of Uncut, we're going to be discussing our thoughts on Jaylon Johnson's NFL debut alongside Kyle Fuller and predict how the rest of his season pans out. Before we hop into this one, I would like to say you guys absolutely killed the support on the Darnell Mooney episode. We really appreciate that. I'm confident that this one's going to do well as well. So I'm going to set a like goal on this video for 75 likes. Let's see if you guys can do it. The road to 3,000 subscribers is on. We're already at 2.6K, just trying to put out as much content as possible and get bigger each and every day. So if you are new to the channel and want Bears content every day of the week, do us a favor and subscribe. You guys have been absolutely killing it recently. The double upload streak moves to 3, and we're going to keep putting out the content as long as you guys keep wanting it. I am your host, Chris Malpe, and today to discuss the rookie cornerback that had quite the debut against the Detroit Lions, I am here with my co-host, Jaylen McClinton. Jaylen, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. I'm kind of upset at myself that I missed the Darnell Mooney episode because that's my guy. But Jaylon Johnson had a great game for us. You know, he helped us win the game basically. So yeah, that's about it. Just talking some Bears football. Can't be mad at that.
Yeah, so today we're here to talk about Jaylon Johnson, another Bears rookie who definitely has made quite the impact so far. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's head back to Jaylon Johnson's college career. He was born in Fresno, California, obviously ended up being a Utah Ute. So let's hop back to his college career and discuss what he's got to offer in Chicago. So I'm reading this off of Wikipedia, probably not the best source, but as a true freshman at Utah in 2017, Johnson played in 12 games and made 2 starts, recording 25 tackles and 1 interception. He began starting his sophomore year and played 14 games, finished that season with 41 tackles, 4 interceptions, and a return for a touchdown. Played the entire junior year in 2019 with a torn labrum, had 10 pass breakups with that torn labrum, also was a first-team All-Pac-12 member, and then declared for the 2020 NFL Draft. We know he was selected 50th overall by the Bears in the second round of the NFL Draft after being predicted basically all over the place as a first-round pick. The virtual draft opened up some opportunities, and luckily Johnson landed in Chicago. Now, heading into training camp, he had quite the interesting situation. The Bears had brought in a lot of competition at that cornerback 2 slot, looking for a replacement for Prince Amukamara. That included CFL star Trey Roberson, former first-round pick Artie Burns, who went down in the first week of mediated training camp with a torn ACL, and obviously Kevin Tolliver. Now, there were some reports that Tolliver did have some attitude issues with the coaches. He was waived, not brought back to the Bears' practice squad, and he now finds himself on the Giants. I'm thinking about our Week 2 opponents. The Denver Broncos practice squad. He's there with Vic Fangio. Best of luck to Tolliver. But heading into Week 1, Johnson, the 6-foot, 195-pound prospect, ended up getting a start, and man, he did quite well. We don't really have to talk about Marvin Jones absolutely hit-sticking him in the second quarter, I believe. But, I mean, look at Johnson's debut. 6 passes defended. He allowed 3 catches for 21 yards throughout the game. Also, there was a little bit of some complaints about this in the comments a couple days ago. I did say in the postgame show that he tipped the ball that Kyle Fuller intercepted in the fourth quarter. Arguably that tip ball could have gone to him or Eddie Jackson, but my point was that he was in there making that play, helping the Bears force that turnover. So Jaylon Johnson had quite the debut for the Bears. Obviously, as the season continues, the opponents are looking to get quite tougher down the stretch. So we're here today to obviously discuss if he can deal with that spotlight and if he is NFL ready. So Jaylen, I want to start with you, and it's always hard recording a video about someone named Jaylen with Jaylen McClinton because it gets a little bit messy. But McClinton, do you think that Jaylon Johnson proved in week 1 that he is NFL ready, coming off a torn labrum in college and healing up and having a short training camp and doing what he was able to do? Do you believe that he's NFL ready and ready for the spotlight that is going to continue to shine on him throughout the coming weeks across from Kyle Fuller?
I definitely think he's NFL ready. I'm not gonna expect him to do this. Every single week of the NFL, he's gonna play a lot of good receivers this season. Whether it's Devontae Adams, I can't think of it. Adam Thielen. He's gonna play Michael Thomas if he's not hurt. Mike Evans. He's gonna play a lot of good receivers this season. So I'm not gonna expect for him to lock up every single one, but just for him to do this in his first game shows me he has potential of doing this for a very long time in the NFL, especially with the Bears. Like you said, it's people debated whether it was Eddie Jackson or Jaylon Johnson. I feel like they both kind of tipped it, but that gave us a turnover that helped us win the game. So I don't care who did it, but he was definitely a part of that play. I'm very excited to see what Jaylon Johnson has and what he can do for the rest of the season for this team and his defense.
I mean, I think it's clearly obvious that Jaylon Johnson is ready. Jaylon, you were someone who was saying that you thought Kevin Tolliver was going to start. You and I had our differences on a lot of positional matchups, but I was confident that Jaylon Johnson was going to get the start here. And oh me, oh my, what a debut for him in my eyes. I think he did everything that he needed to do and better. I just wanted him to play a sound game and not give up many yards because I knew he was going to be targeted a lot. But only allowing 3 catches for 21 yards is quite some feat to be able to accomplish in your first game as a rookie, especially as a second-round pick, even though I think he should have been selected in the first round personally. We saw Damon Arnetti go down for the Raiders earlier this week, and some of the other rookie corners not have that great of starts. Pro Football Focus rated the highest rookie grades to rookie cornerbacks to Johnson and C.J. Henderson. Obviously, we didn't see Jeff Okudah out there. That could have changed the landscape of that. But, you bring up a good point. Johnson's going to have a lot of tough tasks as this season rolls on. In week 2 against the Giants, he's going to have a good mixture of Darius Slayton as well as Sterling Shepard. You look at the Atlanta Falcons, he's going to have Calvin Ridley as his assignment. The Indianapolis Colts, someone like Paris Campbell, maybe a little bit of T.Y. Hilton in there, also Michael Pittman Jr., Chris Godwin, Mike Evans with the Buccaneers, even, with the Panthers, Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, you could go on and on. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods for the Rams, the Saints, the Titans, A.J. Brown, Corey Davis. There's going to be a lot of tough tasks moving forward for Jaylon Johnson, but I think he is ready for this spotlight. He's got a great supporting cast in Chicago. I can't say more about the veterans that the Bears have put around him. Kyle Fuller, Eddie Jackson, both All-Pros and Pro Bowl players. Chuck Pagano. While I think, and I have said in recent episodes, that there may have been a little bit of a drop-off in the defense this year, Chuck Pagano has done a great job throughout his career at seasoning defensive backs. We saw him do it with Ed Reed in Baltimore. He's done a good job with Eddie Jackson in Chicago. Deion Bush has made some plays ever since Chuck Pagano's come in, and I think Jaylon Johnson is no exception in that category. And then, obviously, you look back at that secondary, there's still grizzled veterans into Sean Gibson as well as Buster Screen. I think Jaylon Johnson has a good supporting cast. I think he's only going to get more and more opportunities as this defensive line in front seven hopefully continues to force pressure. We saw Danny Trevathan look a little bit of a step slow on Sunday, which was a little bit concerning. But getting Robert Quinn back, hopefully in week 2, if not then I would say definitely by week 3, is going to help the pass rush, which, the quarterbacks are going to have to get the balls out of their hands a lot quicker moving forward for the Bears as opponents. And I think it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for guys like Kyle Fuller and Jaylon Johnson to jump balls. And I think Johnson is in a really good spot to be able to succeed in Chicago. I think definitely, undoubtedly a breakout year for him. I don't know if he's going to stuff the stat sheet. I mean, we saw Kyle Fuller get an interception on Sunday, but Jaylon Johnson is definitely going to have his fair share of opportunities on this defense, and I think he's going to take advantage of them. So, Jaylon, something that's interesting, I mean, you look at the defensive players taken in this draft, guys like Chase Young, guys like Jeff Okudah, who's looking to come back eventually. There's a lot of players selected over Jaylon Johnson who you could argue would have a much better chance at winning the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. But if you look at Jaylon Johnson's situation, it looks like he's in a very good spot to succeed, in a very good spot to make plays. So I want to ask you, as a second-round pick, do you think he has an outside chance at winning that Defensive Rookie of the Year award?
Yeah, definitely. But like you said, it's a lot of good defensive players ahead of him. Isaiah Simmons, C.J. Henderson, Chase Young, who went number 2, Jeff Okuda, who's on the Lions and stuff like that. So he's going to have a uphill climb to win that the Defensive Rookie of the Year. But if he continues to play like this on a week-to-week basis, shutting down receivers, getting a couple interceptions here and there, I definitely feel like he has a chance.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at some of the players taken in the draft. It's going to be an uphill battle for him. Chase Young, Jeff Okuda, Derek Brown, Isaiah Simmons, someone who's a highly touted prospect, C.J. Henderson, who was up there with Jaylon Johnson in Week 1 for having a great performance, Javon Kinlaw, A.J. Terrell. But looking at the other cornerbacks taken in the first round, I think he can definitely outperform some of those guys. We talked about Damon Arnetti. You look a little bit further down the first-round draft board from this 2020 draft. Noah Igbinowe, I don't even know if that's how you say Igbinowe. I don't even know. Jeff Gladney as well at 31 for the Minnesota Vikings. I think Jaylon Johnson should have been a first-round pick, being honest. I'm surely glad that we have him. I'm going to give him an outside chance for that Defensive Rookie of the Year award. Something in my gut tells me that things on this Bears' defensive front is going to get a lot better once Robert Quinn returns. You're going to be able to put less attention on Mack. It's going to open up opportunities for Hicks. I'm hoping as time continues, these linebackers are going to be able to get a little bit more acclimated, and I think the secondary is going to have a lot of opportunities. Now, the question is someone like an Eddie Jackson going to take advantage of those opportunities and have seasons like we saw from him in 2017 and 2018, or is it going to be Jaylon Johnson getting targeted, maybe having a little bit of an off throw from a quarterback and being able to jump a pass? We saw him almost get his first career interception, I believe, in the second quarter on Sunday, and I think it's coming for him soon. He's going to have to put up some pretty impressive stats to be able to be in contention for that Defensive Rookie of the Year award, but I think he's already put himself in a good place with a Week 1 debut. You can call it Overreaction Thursday if you want. Being our second upload of the day, we might be a little bit ambitious, but I think there is a good chance that he's going to be able to put up some very good numbers and be able to perform and hopefully strive for that award here in 2020, because it would be super cool to see him win that, obviously, as a second-round pick. So that'll pretty much do it for episode 85 of Uncut. You guys have been absolutely loving this series recently. We're going to keep pumping it out for you guys as much as possible. Before you go, do us a favor, go down to the comments, comment how you guys think Jaylon Johnson is going to perform in 2020, and if you guys would give him a chance to win the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. If you want more content from us, you can head over to our website, beareddown.com. We're posting columns, articles, and blogs on there basically every other day, putting up a ton of extra content for you guys who want to go see it, so be sure to go check that out. If you would like to find the podcast on Instagram and Twitter, you can find it at Beared Down. That's a great follow as well, and a great way to interact with us. We post a ton of sneak peeks on there, also do some giveaways every once in a while, so be sure to check that out. And finally, the link to me and Jaylon's Instagram fan pages are down in the description. Jaylon McClinton, our day is definitely not over. We obviously recorded the Outperforming Expectations Uncut this morning. That was already posted, so if you are still here and haven't seen our video from this morning, that will already be up by now, so be sure to check that out. But this is our second video recorded in 24 hours, and we still have to record Fan Mail Friday tonight. So, Jaylon, how does it feel to be back on the grind? It definitely feels good to me. So how does it feel being back on the grind, and any last words before we close this one out?
It feels good. We just hit 2.6K. Well, thank you guys, by the way, for everybody who subscribes and who supports us and likes our videos and sends it to your friends and stuff like that. You don't know how much we truly appreciate that. Week two is a couple days away. I'm just really happy football is back, and that's about it. Bear down.
Yeah, we're definitely reaching the weekend stretch of our content, but we're going to keep pumping out as much stuff for you guys as possible. Once again, it's been a pleasure to be your host. My name is Chris Maltby. You guys have been absolutely killing it lately. I've said that like 5 times this podcast, but it's absolutely crazy to me to see how much support you guys have. You guys have given us. We're incredibly grateful to be able to share our thoughts on a platform to so many people that enjoy it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and we're going to keep grinding for you guys. We only use your guys' support as motivation for us. Bears fans, do us a favor. As always, stay safe and bear down. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.